Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Female FriYaY, where you can't be what you can't see. Today, we're going all the way over to the Netherlands to interview one of the Female FriYaY superfans, and that's why she's here, because she's getting really into this. I'd like to introduce Kavita Khemlani Houthoff. How are you doing this morning, Kavita?
I'm great, Becky. Thanks for having me. I'm very excited.
I love it. You are our Female FriYaY superfan.
I am.
And I have invited you along because, as I said, I feel it's important that everybody gets represented in our community. And you are flying the flag today for the Netherlands.
Yay, thank
Yay!
you.
So we're going to start with a relatively easy question, Kavita. What's your name? Where do you come from originally? And where do you currently work?
Okay. I'm Kavita Houthoff Khemlani. I'm originally from the beautiful island of Aruba, and I currently work in Maxima Medical Center in Veldhoven and Eindhoven.
Perfect. And what attracted you to regional anesthesia?
Well, to tell you the truth, during my residency, I did not do a lot of regional anesthesia. Um, I don't know, maybe because it was some time ago. And actually, I started learning the Plan A blocks when I was already working as an anesthesiologist. And my colleague, Bob Funnekotter, introduced me to Twitter, and I've been hooked ever since. And I started following Jeff Gadsden during October. And it really lit up a fire under my BUTT because I started getting really interested in regional anesthesia, and I've dusted off my old anatomy books. And yeah, I'm using the ultrasound to scan my colleagues and the nurses and patients. So that's a little bit where I am right now with the regional anesthesia.
Are you getting tuition from Bob? That Bob, I'm not a regional anaesthetist.
I do. I love talking to Bob about it because we talk about not only regional anesthesia because we're both general anesthesiologists, but um, we think it's both very important for regional anesthesiologists to also be able to do regional anesthesia as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And what do you think you might be doing with your life if you weren't an anaesthetist?
I would be a biologist.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Plants, animals?
Animals, definitely animals. I studied biology before I became a doctor. And my end thesis was I trained sharks in the zoo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you swim with them?
No, I did not swim with them. I just trained them to differentiate between colors and symbols.
Are they relatively like intelligent animals?
They are very intelligent. Yes.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
You can be our marine biologist of the
I
group.
would I would love to be a marine biologist, definitely.
So tell me, Kavita, what's your favorite block? And if you don't have a favorite block, what's your favorite dinosaur?
Favorite block would still have to be absolute number one, the axillary block.
Okay,
I just love being able to pinpoint all the nerves individually.
perfect. Right, we're going to move on to our block break now. This is a minute quickfire round of questions completely unrelated to
Okay,
anesthesia in any way. Are
sure.
you ready?
Hit me.
Okay, you can only eat one food again for the rest of your life. What do you think it would be?
Steak.
And if you could travel anywhere in the world, cost and time aside, where might you go?
Australia.
And what's your spirit animal?
Dolphin.
And high heels or flats?
I'm pretty tiny, so high heels.
And giving or receiving?
Giving, definitely.
And beach hut or cabin in the woods?
Beach hut all the way.
And what's your favorite type of music?
I love different types. I like anything from American rock to classical music.
Perfect. And if you could click your fingers and be an expert at anything in the world, what would it be?
Oh, that's a difficult one. Um, I think at hypnosis.
Okay, the book or the movie of the book?
The book, definitely.
Going back to the more serious questions now, how have you got from your residency to where you are now? Like, tell us a little bit about your career path.
Okay, so my career part started actually, I studied biology at the university. I did my master's in biology because in Holland, when you want to apply for medical school, it's like a lottery. And I didn't get in for the first 3 years. And so I started biology. After that, I did my medical school. And I did my anesthesiology residency in Maastricht. And after that, I moved around a little bit. I went to another hospital after my residency, and then after a year, I ended up in Maxima in Veldhoven.
Perfect. And what do you think has been the biggest achievement of your career?
I think my biggest achievement is it's not just one thing. I think it's every day when I go to work and my patients are comfortable and they're satisfied. Then for me, that's the biggest achievement.
And is that the favorite part of your job?
It is. I love patient contact. My number one goal in my job is to make patients comfortable because they're
Perfect.
already super comfortable or sick or going through some ordeal and scared when they come to us. So, yeah.
Yeah. And do you think you've had any particular career failures or struggles?
Oh, definitely. I think we all have, but mine is not being admitted to medical school first 3 years, and it was just purely based on a number. So I felt helpless because there was nothing I could really do about it. And along the way, I had some guidance counselors tell me not to become a doctor because I was not smart enough or strong enough, or I was, this little lady. So those were real struggles for me. But with the support of my family, I overcame.
And it takes quite a lot to keep getting yourself back up, a lot of perseverance when you've had that
Yeah,
many knockbacks. So good on you, Kavita,
yeah,
for keep
thank you.
trying. What's the best piece of advice you think you've been given in your career or in your personal life?
I think the most beautiful advice I got was from my husband. When at the third time I was not admitted into medical school, he gave me an anatomy book, really beautiful, brand new Grey's Anatomy. And he wrote on the cover, follow your dreams, your family's got your back.
Oh, isn't
So
that lovely?
I think that's the most beautiful piece of advice. Follow your heart. It's a little bit of a cliche, but it is true.
And have you had any particularly strong female mentors in your career or indeed your life?
I think my mom and my sister, because they're both very strong women, and I don't think female mentors in my career, not as much, but I think definitely my mom and my sister.
And what advice would you give women coming up behind you?
I would say, so follow your heart, and no matter what anybody says, inside your heart, you know what you can and cannot do. You just have to sometimes dig deep, deep, deep down inside before you find your courage, but it's there. So keep on looking for it if it's not there right away.
And finally, Kavita, can you tell us something about yourself that we may not know?
Um, I've done some courses in medical hypnosis and hypnotherapy, and I love the whole um, the hypnosis and also the way they're starting to use it for patient
Wow.
care.
Yeah, I've seen really weird things on the internet where people are
Yeah.
using instead of anesthesia. It looks
Um,
incredible.
it does. It does. It's a lot of people think that hypnosis is you lose control or somebody else takes control over you and makes you do things you don't want to do, but that's not medical hypnosis at all. It's just people keep their control, so they have the control, but you just help them feel more at ease, and you help them through a difficult process without over medicating or over sedating somebody.
Perfect. Kavita, you have been absolutely amazing. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And we will speak to you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.